ran too hard, didn't go the loop.
Yeah.
I understand.
Everything's cut, 40 pieces in all.
Okay. All right, if I can have everybody right here. Everybody come right up here. Where's Debbie? Where's Mom?
Mom!
Gotcha.
It's one of my better runs.
Hey, I hate to say it, that was one of my better ones. In the last 6 months, I'm going home and read the book. Good workout today. Where's my wife at?
Mom.
Where is Mom? Mom! Okay, maybe I didn't know you were here, Monica. A few things here, okay? First of all, obviously, thank you for everybody who's come out here today. You know, for all you guys, your high school kids that have come out here today and don't know me, you'll have to trust when I say, you know, I used to run faster than that. The years of obviously a glacial slowdown has happened here, and it's finally, the glacier's melted. To all of you who went to high school with me, Ralph and Larry, and the guys who were in college with me, Perry and Brumwell and Morton, you know, all you guys who went through those early years, you know, what we did, not so much what I did, but what we did with the miles and the intensity that we trained, you know, I don't know if anybody here would grasp what we were doing back then. And to think that we lived through that, or I lived through it, and was able to keep running all these years, I think is just fortunate. You know, a couple people have been really instrumental in this, you know, along the way. And everybody who passes through the streak, I look at as having been instrumental in this. But there's a few people that have been a little bit more instrumental. Obviously, you know, my mom and dad, who are both passed away, played a big part. And those who knew my folks and stuff, some of you from high school and stuff, you know, you look at my dad and stuff, and you go, well, I don't have any wonder why Mark's the way he is. You know, he is a tough guy, and you know, so those guys. And then I had two coaches, Frank Callum, who's not here today, my high school coach, who arguably was in charge of the greatest high school program in the country for 20, 25 years, right, Burbank guys?
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
And then where's Laszlo at? Laszlo. Laszlo, come here.
Burbank.
Yeah. Laszlo, where are you?
I'm hiding
Come here.
between people. I know
Come
you're
here.
stroking at me.
Come here. Stand right here. You're going to have to do something that's hard for you.
What?
Don't talk. Okay. Now.
Hey!
Now, Laszlo was my coach at LA Valley College. He is a living legend. Third man to break 4 minutes in the mile. Should have been an Olympic medalist, but he got kind of cheated out of that. But we'll all go past that. But he did his best for 3 or 4 years to end the streak. The workouts he had us do, if I read those things off to you guys, you'd sit there and go, those guys are foolish for doing that, but he's insane for writing this stuff down every day. But he played a huge part in this. You know, the toughness that he instilled in all of us who ran for him, I think that's something that we carry with us today still, in some way, shape, or form. And I think, I look around here and I see people smiling that ran with Laszlo, and they understand. You know, we walked away with a little bit of Laszlo, and that's a good thing for all of us. So he's a big part in this here, you know. And then obviously, I have 4 kids who have played a big part in it. 3 of them are here today. Ashley, Patrick, and Brittany is somewhere. Oh, Brittany is down here. My oldest son, Chris, is traveling. He'd been in Mexico. He's heading back to his house in South Carolina today. They've all played a big part in it. But, you know, earlier in the week, I was asked, you know, what was the most important or one of the important things that happened during the streak. And probably the most important thing that happened is when, where is she? She walked through the door of my class. Yay! You know, that's pretty big stuff. I married a student. You know, what she has been through with me is just amazing. Okay, the foolishness she's put up with is, I can't thank her enough. She's pushed me along, and I'll have to say, you know, I was ready to end this in January, but she said, "Oh no, you can make it to 45." She's a bigger reason. She's a bigger reason why I'm here today than you know, that I'm here than any other reason. You know, but she's just been remarkable. And then, you know, then about the streak itself. Obviously, 149,000 miles, 16,436 days. You know, it's a long time. It's a long time. You know, I was walking across campus yesterday with Jaleka Perry, our football coach, and we were talking about it. And I said, and he goes, "Well, that's a long time." I said, "Well, how old are you?" And he goes, "40." I said, "That says how long it is." You know, I mean, when this started, he was young. I was really young. You know, I have kids on my team whose parents weren't born. You know, it's been around for a long time. You know, this has got to come to an end. And any of you this morning that were out here seeing how I hobble around now, understand this has to end. You know, and I'm fine with that. But the one thing that I wanted to end on was on my terms. You know, I didn't want it to end because I was sick or hurt or whatever the situation is. I wanted to get to a point where I could say that this is it. And I can say today that this is it. That does not mean I'm never going to run again. You know, I'm not going to run tomorrow. You know, I faked all of you out. I appreciate you all coming, but I'm going to go out and run. You know, I'm not going to go run tomorrow. I probably won't run for a while. You know. But, you know, it's still something that I dearly love to put these shoes on and these shorts on and go out. And as slow as it is, it's fun to travel around, you know, moving along. And it's just that now when I run along, then the trees pass, I see all the leaves. I see the leaves fall and hit the ground before I pass. You know, it's something that I'll always truly love doing. I'll never forget the memories. My friends, my family and everything. I think we all have tremendous memories from the running and things like that over the years. As we stick around here today, I'm sure you'll hear some horrible stories. They're all kind of true, you know, but they've gotten a lot better over the years. You know, if somebody tells you that I lived in a cave, well, I didn't, but yeah, there was a cave named after me. And it's been a great ride for 45 years. You know, so I appreciate all of you coming out here. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. All of you that don't know me, that have come out here for whatever reason, just to be a part of this. Mark over here, isn't that right, Mark? Matthew, apologize. Matthew, who I've never met, has come out from Texas to be here. And, you know, I mean, this stuff, the streak has meant a lot of things to a lot of different people. And over the last week, I've gotten a ridiculous amount of emails, texts, Facebook things. And you have to understand, I don't understand Facebook, so it's a big deal that I'm even able to read them. You know, about people telling me how much this has meant to them, how it's inspired them and motivated them and things like that. And all I can say to all those people, and all of you have told me the same thing, I appreciate that. You know, that if my foolishness has inspired you to do foolish things, you know, that's a good thing. And to, you know, the high school kids, I'm always asked, you know, what do you say to the high school kids and things like that, you know. John Sutherland, who's standing back there, who coaches at Notre Dame, he asked me a couple years ago or something to tell his kids, talk to them about training. And I told him, I said, you know, whatever John's telling you to do, you're not doing enough. You're not doing enough.
Yeah.
You know, I came from a different era where miles were king, and we ran a lot. We ran a whole lot. You know, and we ran a lot of it hard. And to all those that are just starting the sport, you know, you're not going to break. You know, you can do it. You can do the work. You can probably do more work. Get out the door. Do something. Do something. And in the last month or two, you know, that's what I tell everybody. You know, go do something. A run, a bike, a swim, a walk. Do something. Get out the door and do something. You can always find some time to do something. You know, so I appreciate everybody coming here. We've had these 5-year gatherings since the 10th, I think. The 10th was the first one. Some of them much more memorable in some ways than this. Some of the people that are here can't remember the end of some of the parties we had, because they were such great fun. But I appreciate everybody coming. I appreciate everybody being with me all these years. And it's still not over. And by that I mean, I'm going to continue to work out. It's just that I'm going to be on a bike now. Somewhere down the road, I've got to get reconstructive surgery on this foot that no longer points straight. But until that day, I plan on doing something every day. And if a crippled old man who's fat can do that, you guys can go out and do something every day too. Thank you very much. Have some cake.